Hello guys, welcome to John HG Gaming. This is a live recording of Wargame Airland Battle. This is a 10v10 and over here I'm playing as NATO. Alright, so now I gotta find out where I am. I'm, yep, this blue one's mine. Okay, so wow, so it looks like I'm the only one at Romeo. Put my CV, my command vehicle back in the forest. Right, so now let's bring in some recon. I would assume that I am needed to go into Kilo and then take Lima. I assume these guys will be going to Mike, so I'll just say I'm going to Kilo. So we have 9 points, so that's pretty good. Alright, so what I usually do is I like to bring in some heavies in front and bring in some 80 gem squads. My deck is a NATO deck and it's a combination of different countries. It's not specific to any country. Here I'm bringing some cheap chaparrals and bring in some supplies for my chaparrals. Let me see, I'm gonna bring in the Stevie. Right, so my teammates are pinging. People are going there for defense. No, this guy is, I think he's suggesting that we should take these points for defense, but I'm not confident enough of getting there solo. Perhaps I might call in stuff once I am in control of Lima, maybe. Alright, so I have some support. Now I'm gonna bring in some Conquer Squads. No, ITOs. Conquer Squads are for the Pact. ITOs are for NATO. These guys are fairly cheap at $30 and $40 a piece. Strikers are pretty good, but I don't have enough points. The Lynx AH1 tool is pretty good too. But we'll see how the game goes. Yep, I have some napalm and some seed aircraft. So let's launch a battle, and we'll see how the game goes. Right, so Kilo it is. 15 more seconds. Let's see what our teammates have bring. They're bringing some Abrams. Very expensive stuff. I don't think this guy have enough AA. Just some chaparrals and the Hawks. And our Hawks run out of ammunition very quickly. Alright, so let's go. Select all, and we're gonna move fast into Kilo directly. This is something which I'm seeing more and more often. People just bring in aircraft right at the start, either to bomb certain specific areas to get a hold, or to deny certain areas to your opponent. Alright, so what I see over here is a pretty good mix, very strong, very vehicle heavy. And I think it's fortunate that they are vehicle heavy because those artillery strikes would have taken out a lot of light vehicles. Alright, so let's get back. Yeah, we should be reaching Kilo soon. I'm gonna push my recon all the way up into Lima. This spot actually. And I'm gonna call some recon squads in these areas. I'm not gonna go there right now. Alright, so I'm gonna bring my ITOs just on the hill. Maybe not on the hill, I think I'll take position there. I'll bring in my heavies here. Because I don't think my opponent is going to come from this way, it's more of this way. Because my teammates over here should be keeping them busy. Now I want my chaparrals. Chaparrals, I like to give them a bit of a so-called higher ground. And give them one supply. It is a good idea, a good habit to keep them spread out so that they do not get destroyed all in one shot by cluster bombs. However, sometimes I do get lazy myself. I think I will position my CV somewhere around here because the moment there is nothing in Lima, I'm going to rush in and hold the place. Right, so I'm gonna move fast. I'm gonna bring in a recon, just in case. This is a good tactic by my teammate, which is to put a CV over here and deny points to the opponent. Deny control of Juliet. Juliet is very key because this is where they can bring in aircraft. So if you can deny your opponent to bring in aircraft, you can prevent rapid response. Alright, so it looks like one of my teammates, what's his name here? Longriff? Longriff will be taking the city, so I'm feeling comfortable enough to move my CV directly into Lima. And I'm gonna call in another CV into Kilo. Put in one cheaper squad to take good care of them. Right, I'm gonna move fast into this area. There's a forest here. My chaparrals will need resupply. They should be able to hold the area. I'm gonna put stuff over here. My itos would be going here. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Did something get destroyed? Oh, my commandos are destroyed. Where? Let's unload them. Oh, yeah, here. Okay, so I'm going to ping an attack over here. This guys, I believe the APCs. Oh my goodness, the Leopard 2 A4s are not meant to be trifled with. Seriously? Alright, so let's bring in some guys to take out their Delta Force. Okay, the moment it comes out, I'm gonna unload them immediately. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You guys should be unloading your stuff. Unload, unload, unload. Alright. My Fuchs Milan is gonna go here. My toes are going to try and stop them. Oh, looks like I lost a supply vehicle. I'm gonna move this one up. I'm gonna bring in a supply from this side. You see that when I hold my unit over here, right? This region will flash. So this tells me that this supply vehicle will come from this path. Alright, come let's try and focus. These Leopard 2 A4s are really good. They're not meant to be trifled with. I'm hoping that I can at least do some damage to hold them back. Alright, this is something that you should not do. You should not artillery when your teammate is holding on the forest. Very well done. We have gotten one. So they have lost 150 points. Alright, so I'm going to unload this. And I'm going to move my Fuchs Milan to the other side. Now my chaparrals, I want to have them here. Just in case. Just in case. So my tanks don't have a line of sight. I think the leopard is going after my tank. Let's try and hold him. Alright, so in the meantime, I think I will bring some supplies. Should be able to do it before my opponent comes in again. I'm gonna put it here. And this time round I'm gonna bring in some ATGM Milan squads that are able to hold up against them. So now they have retreated. I'm inclined to bring in some artillery of my own. Not really. Let me see if I can bring in some bombers on my own. Alright, so if I can fire position. Century Mark 5s. In fire position. At this group of Centurions. Oh wow, they're bringing infantry. They're bringing some serious infantry, man. Alright. Let's be cautious and bring some of our own. My guys don't really need much resupply. Phantoms going in. Hopefully they do not have any AA. Alright. Evac, evac. Alright, so my plane was destroyed. Some napalm. Looks like we stunned the Centurions. They're panicked. That wasn't too effective, I will admit that to be true. Alright, so I go move my Milan squads over here. If they do not get killed too badly. So the Chinook and stuff, I believe that they are unloading infantry in this area. So what's my teammate saying? He's saying attack this area. I think is to use artillery because these are infantry squads, I believe, 80 Gen Milans. Yep. Alright. Right, so here I'm going to unload. I'm going to try and push for the Centurions. Yeah, I'm going to bring in more logistics. Okay, so this one, that's empty now. I'm going to put it here, my FOB. Bring it back for resupply. Resupply my chaparrals. Right, so we have now taken out the Chieftains. Chieftain Mark 5s. So I'm going to unload. Push them in. Here I'm going to reverse them actually. What is this? I need some recon on the other side. My teammate does not have too much of a recon. It's not very wise to put your recon inside the city, I believe. That's nice. Nice shot. Alright, so now we've got them. I'm going to stop and hide, not move out too much. Alright, now I'm going to bring in some tanks of my own. I'm still going to bring the Swedish tanks. I believe that they are strong. They have strong frontal armor. And I'm going to bring some more supplies while I can. Alright, usually the pack will bring some Burritinos, but I did not bring in any Burritino. Nice Thunderbolts. Gonna move out my chaparrals a bit more. And actually bring a couple more chaparrals, some more AA. Okay, so my 80 gems are now resupplied. I'm gonna put one resupply vehicle inside here. Okay, so let me see. I'm actually thinking of bringing some mortars. Let me see. Let's put them here. And I'm gonna swing my chaparral over here. Because I do want to take down this Black Hawk. I want to deny this guy vision. Right, so now I'm going to pound this area, which I think, or should I say, which I suspect they are holding up. Right, so these Black Hawks are there. I'm going to see whether I can contribute to my team. EMX. Let me see, Kiowas. No, I don't think... I think it is possible to take Papa, but we will need to push concertedly. Sometimes in public games it's not easy to find people to do so. Looks like my teammate is in need of help here. I'm going to try to at least bring in some commandos to take the town so that they do not get overrun. Right, so this guy is trying to come in again. What's his name? Version. Trying to come in again. And he will be taken down, my good friend. Will be taken down. We'll try and make sure of that. Alright, now this Jupiters have to go here. I think this one will be, supplies will be consumed. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that. If the leopard comes here, I'm gonna move back my supply. Alright, all taken out. That's great. Looks like we've done well. Display formations, let's regroup them together in one whole group. Bring them forward. Resupply them. Nice. Very, very nice. Chaparrals. Is out of range. Okay, so right now I'm hoping my guy has enough fuel. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, have enough fuel. I'm gonna fire position straight here. I'm gonna bring in more infantry. Bring my Fuchs Milan teams over here. Bring them up. Stop them. Because they have no stabilizers. Looks like my Chaparral was destroyed. But I guess I should micro it a bit better. Alright, come on. Keep hitting the place. Keep hitting the area. Alright, so my Jupiter is consumed. So I'm gonna bring it back. And keep doing that. So I gotta bring in more supplies. I think we are good. This one, let's put this one back too. And get it resupplied at my FOB. Alright. So I'm gonna go here. So let's unload the guys. Okay, they're getting good resupplies from here. Nice. Taking on challengers. Look like someone has left. Dardo. Right. Is that my team? Oh yeah, my team has left. How are we doing? We are pretty close. This guy, Version, is his name Version? Yeah, his name is Version. You're doing pretty well against him. I'm pretty happy. Now I need some chaparrals. Some proper chaparrals. It's been taking a lot of my AA. Right, so let's bring in some. I'm gonna bring in 3. They are pretty cheap to bring in. Okay, so now let me see. I can pull this over here just as a backup. Alright, so my Fuchs Milan, my Jupiter is dry. Bring them back. I believe in having a nice convoy. Right, so that's my Jupiter's there. Well, these two guys are consumed too. I'm gonna be very aggressive and bring more stuff because this is a key foothold. Inflated Snake has surrendered and I got my team. That's not ideal. Right, so let's move this back. My FOB and resupply. Right, so let me see if I can do anything. I remember seeing a lot of stuff over here. There's no way I can rush in. This guy is holding this area pretty well. Yeah, he's holding pretty well. He can hold it, but I don't think he can push. I might be able to help him push. Well, let's try. I'm not gonna pay too much attention. If we do make it, we make it. Right. This one's dry too. Looks like all the stuff are dry. I'm gonna bring in another resupply. Alright, so let's see if we can sneak in a recon over here. Let's just see whether it can be done. So I'm gonna pull back this stuff over here. Okay. Looks like my resupply team is pretty good. Let's hide some. Let's hide some inside. ATJ Milans are doing pretty well. Looks like these guys could do some healing. Let's use this vehicle and once it's fully consumed, then we'll do that. Alright, so how is it? Looks like my guys managed to sneak in. I'm gonna keep them hidden for a while I micro this micro my commandos with good optics over there. Right, so if I can, I would like to move in my chaparrals. Two defenders, Alright, so let's move in our chaparrals, move it in front. Hopefully we can be of some use, some assistance. Looks like the rise patterns, are they facing us? Yeah, they are facing us. I don't think I dare to cross over to the other forest. Not this way. We may be able to help, but not actively. Alright, I'm gonna unload my guys because they'll be shot up very soon. Alright, so yeah. So as you can tell, I like to control click, and once I control double click, you'll give me all of the stuff within the area. And if I just right click and I hold it, right, you allow me to position my guys in somewhat like the kind of Total War series games. Right, so let's see if we can move these guys. And okay, this guy move back, get resupply. I think these two are full. I think, yeah, full, right? So let's move it up here and resupply when needed. Right, so you guys move up on top. Right. I'm gonna bring in some Chieftain Mark 5s. $65 a piece. Looks like the meter is getting pushed. I think we are pretty okay. Chaparrals. Yeah, this guy should be able to hold up. Let me bring some Milan teams. Seriously. Gotta hold this place. Right, now the challengers coming. Right, so come on, you guys are out of range. Take down the Black Hawks. Go, go, go. Come on. Did we take them down? No. Come on. Take down the Black Hawks. Go. Stop. Right, taken down. That's nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna move up my guys to hold the ridge over here. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Challengers are coming in. Inbound challengers. My Milan teams are moving up. My commandos and Milan teams are going up too. This one is completely empty. So I think now my guys are getting shot and destroyed, but I can't do much. I really cannot do much because even the Abrams are pulling back. The I do not recommend the Abrams going up hit first. I think they should be supported by cheaper tanks. Right, I think this guy's gonna be totally destroyed. Both helicopters as well as the aircraft. There's no way the guy can survive. Let's try and help our team by doing well. Right, so let's stop this guy. Hopefully can do some resupply, quick resupply. Fuchs Milan. And if we are fortunate... Come on, go in front. They are still there. I'm gonna bring in some itos. Hide them. Right, so over here, I'm gonna unload my guys. Okay, so looks like one of my supplies was destroyed. So that's why I place more of my supplies over here. I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna push. My fear is if we can no longer control this area, I can get flanked. That is very, very not ideal. Looks like more people are surrendering on my side, and if everyone surrenders, then there's pretty much nothing much I can do. There's yep. The Jaguars are very good. I think the guy will be swamped. Have some points. Let's bring some commandos, try and hold this area. I'm gonna bring some commandos to hold this area too, so I do not get flanked. Nice, very, very nice, very, very well done. There's pretty much nothing I can do, as in because I have no supplies, and I cannot push up alone. I cannot push it single-handedly. We are back by 2,000 points. So I'm gonna move my guys. Alright, so let's take them out. Come on. My supply vehicle can continue moving. I need to bring in more recon. Some over here would be nice. I believe in going very aggressive on recon because having proper recon means making right decisions. I'm just surprised that no one is protecting against Echo. Right, so looks like we're doing okay in the center. Actually, we're not doing that badly. I definitely do not recommend holding up all in one area, and neither do I recommend bringing all the very elite tanks, as I mentioned. Alright, yeah, more challenges. Let's take them out. Let's take them out, guys. Right, so they're here. Do we have any chaparrals left? We have. Can we take out the Jaguars? Come on. Okay, that's one gone, 75 points. More Jupiters. Are we that lucky? Alright, okay, so we were cluster bombed. Our chaparrals are out. So fortunately the tanks I've mentioned are pretty good. Now I'm going to use the ITOs to try and get some shots at them. I think my Fuchs Milan is the only thing holding their attention. Right. Getting shot at. Now that they are no longer distracted at Juliet, they are coming for me. So I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna pull back everything. I'm gonna keep my Milan squads inside. My chieftains there. And I'm going to try to fire position. My Jupiter is pretty empty now. I'm actually using my teammates' resupply, so let's unload. Let's unload, let's not be caught, let's not get caught with our pants down. Right, so let's try and do that. I'm gonna try and go here, try and hold up and defend. They came as I had expected. Yep, but right now, let's try and see what I can do. Okay, so no. Chaparrals, you guys come back. Stop. Take out the A10. Take out the A10s. Come on. I mean, you guys gonna die from the cluster bombs, but try to do something useful, my friends. Something useful. Oh, they weren't going for me, they were going for the Abrams. Oh, you guys are very, very fortunate. Stop. What are these? The N10 dart? From far they look like they look like Super Nintendo to me. Alright, so how are we guys doing? Alright, so the quite unfortunately the Chinook is gone. I was hoping to use the Chinook to resupply. I'm gonna try and hold up here as long as I can, which I do not think is very long. Let's just sacrifice the Jupiter over here. We're gonna do some sacrifice. Some chaparrals, but we are very weak. Oops, that's not what I want. Right, the challenger's moving back. Jupiter is empty. I'm gonna try to find and to use some of my teammates' stuff. Alright, so this Jupiter is empty, as I had expected. So now, this one over here, let's stop. See if we can somehow resupply our Yak commandos. Right, so they're smoking. Usually when they're smoking, what it means is they're coming in very aggressively. Come on. Can we resupply these guys? Don't panic. Don't panic. Once you do not panic, once you stop panicking, then I can resupply. Come on. I'm the only thing stopping them. I'm gonna bring everything I have since I think the game is pretty much ending. So I'm gonna put it next to the FOBs. The reason I'm bringing my strikers in is so that any vehicle that comes through here will be shot. Wow, my Jupiter is all consumed. That's okay, well done. Well, at least that's what we can do. So, and I'm gonna bring in some supplies here just in case. I think most likely we will need it. Alright, so here I'm gonna unload my guys. My guys will be inside the forest. The vehicles will go this way. Yep, my stuff are being destroyed. But I have no choice, there's nothing much I can do. They've done the best they can. We have contributed 3,000 points, over 3,000 points. I think we are the biggest contributor in the game. That's very, very good. These were helping. 16,000 points to 18,000 points. Yeah. The thing is, people got to realize that there is a ridge over here. So it is an advantage to be at the top and shooting downwards rather than shooting from bottom to the top. Especially, this works especially true for EDGMs. Yeah, so what I'll suggest is if you have enough stuff, just push in directly, gain a foothold, snatch the ridge from your friends, not friends, your opponents. Right, right, this is some crazy amount of supply vehicles, I must say. And I think they are using it to do recon. Sending supply vehicles in blind to do recon is pretty smart, I say. It's a pretty viable strategy. Okay, so over here, I'm going to unload more stuff. I'm going to move my Chieftain Mark 10s up. And the carriers will go up. Looks like someone else surrendered. I think it should be on my team. Yeah, I think this guy surrendered. Alright, so the Abrams are here. So just for fun, let's move our supply vehicles, empty supply vehicles there. And I'm gonna try and hold this place by bringing all the Swedish tanks that I have. These guys are okay, they're cheap. I'm trying to bring some chieftains. And I'm gonna bring in a lot of AA, whatever I can actually. I don't think I have a lot left. So let's try and do that. Okay. Right, so now they're coming this way for me. Fortunately, I have a lot of stuff prepared. And I'm hoping I can hold out. I'm pretty thin in this area. Right, so let's bring in some commandos. Push my Swedish tanks upwards. And yep, let's unload the recon. I'm gonna fire position. I see they do bring their own Swedish tanks. So that's about it. The game has ended. So let's look at some of the scores. I think this was a NATO versus NATO game. All NATO game. Let's see how did we do. We contributed pretty much, quite a lot. But Hano did a bit more than us. And that's about it. An epic 10 versus 10 game. Pretty fun. So that's all. If you guys do like this video, do like, comment and subscribe. And see you guys. Bye.